Imagine for a moment that every dollar someone hands over to your startup isn't just money. It's a subtle string tightening around your control, your vision, your very soul. That's the truth many founders don't dare say out loud. The best capital often comes with a price tag far beyond the numbers in a spreadsheet. It's equity, it's control, it's part of your company slipping away, piece by piece. And if you've ever felt that crushing fear, that sinking realization, that accepting investment means not just selling shares, but maybe selling the future you dreamed of, you're not alone. It's a nightmare dressed up as opportunity, a trap disguised as growth. But what if the best kind of capital doesn't come with those chains? What if the fuel you need to launch your vision, to break boundaries, to change the game, doesn't cost you your soul? This isn't some fairy tale. It's a reality that not enough people talk about because it shakes the very foundations of the startup world. Investors want equity. They want a cut, a stake, a say. But what they often overlook, and what you may have never been told, is that capital isn't just cash. Capital is connection, influence, resources, mentorship, and above all else, freedom. Let's talk about what really drags founders down. It's not the lack of money, it's the lack of right capital, the kind that empowers without enslaving. Too often, founders get trapped in cycles, desperate to grow, pledging more than they can afford, losing grip of their identity and mission just because they need a bigger check. The fear of dilution turns into an obsession, and that slowly poisons the passion that made the whole thing worth starting in the first place. You start noticing the steering wheel slipping out of your hands, decisions get hijacked, visions get compromised. And in that chaos, the project that once set your heart on fire becomes just another product hopping on the investor's checklist. It's heartbreaking. And the market isn't helping, because the system is built to commodify brilliance, to hollow out individuality, to reward conformity rather than true innovation. Here's the brutal truth. The very structures we depend on for funding are designed to make tiny bets on the familiar, the safe, the slightly better, but not the radically new, the boldly different. You're told to fit the mold, to scale fast, to surrender control, as if that's the only way to win. But what about those who want to break the mold? Those who refuse to settle for small improvements on old problems? They're left stranded, misaligned, misunderstood. Capital doesn't flow to the rare, except with a heavy price. Because the world has no infrastructure for the exceptional. Yet, there's a secret everyone's missing if they want real power, real freedom, real acceleration. It's about finding the capital that doesn't carve you up. The capital that aligns with your vision, your values, your fire, not the other way around. This capital might look different. It might be slower. It might demand patience. But it's the only kind worth chasing. It's capital that comes from relationships, from shared missions, from networks where those who burn the hottest link arms and push forward together. It's resources that don't come with demands to give up your voice. It's influence that grows with your independence, not instead of it. Think about what happens when you're not just a pawn in someone else's game, but a player who calls their own shots. The strategies that seem impossible become real. The markets that felt closed open up. The future isn't a cage, but a blank canvas. Investors who truly get it don't treat capital as a weapon. They see it as an enabler. They bring mentorship, wisdom, access, without asking you to step down. This is the kind of capital that charges your mission like lightning, not chains you in silence. And here's something crucial. This doesn't mean avoiding investment altogether or ignoring money. It means getting sharp, ruthless about which capital you take and from whom. It means refusing to bend for easy money that costs your freedom. It means building connections with a few rare individuals who see your fire and share it, who are willing to back you because of who you are, not just because of balance sheets. This kind of alignment creates a turbo boost no ordinary funding round can match. Because it's not just about the cash, it's about the power of the right capital to unleash what's inside you and your startup. Here's advice for founders who are sick of losing control. Start seeing capital as a tool, not a prize. Be choosy, be patient, be bold, Say no to any offer that dims your flame. Surround yourself with investors who believe in more than just profits. They believe in transformation, in vision, in you. Build a network where trust is the currency and freedom is non-negotiable. You might hear that patience is a weakness, but it's actually your greatest weapon. Because the right capital doesn't come rushing like a flood. It filters through the cracks, reaching only those who refuse to settle, who burn for something beyond the ordinary. For professionals, leaders, and investors watching this, here's the truth. Funding the exceptional isn't about checks alone. It's about creating ecosystems where brilliance meets freedom. It's about refusing to buy into cheap equity for quick returns. It's about investing in sovereignty, in radical independence, in networks where the fire of few can spread to many. Imagine a world where the rare and the rebellious don't have to apologize for their edge, where capital helps them sharpen it, not dull it. This is the new frontier. This is the movement disrupting everything you thought you knew about fundraising. The world hasn't just forgotten how to build that. It's been trapped in old rules for too long. But guess what? Nobody's going to come and hand you freedom. You have to claim it. You have to build your own network of rebels and visionaries, of funders who see alignment as the ultimate gain. Because when you unlock that, you're not just raising money anymore. You're raising a revolution. You're building a future that won't cage you, that won't clip your wings, that will let your fire rule, not your investor's stake. So if there's that quiet ache inside you, that relentless whisper that you were born to do more, to be more, to break free, lean into it. Stop chasing the noise of easy money. Stop surrendering parts of what makes your startup rare. Start searching for the capital that gets it, that understands that your vision is not for sale, but for partnership. Because the best capital isn't in dollars and cents. It's in freedom and alignment. It's in the power to shape your own destiny. And that is the kind of capital that truly changes everything.